My name Rachel, and at 30 years old. I thought I knew what love was until 3 weeks ago. My fiancé, Matthew, 32, and I had been together for 4 years, engaged for one. Wedding was supposed to be next month, 200 guests, country club venue, the works. Everything his parents insisted on paying for, which should have been my first red flag. The conversation that ended everything happened on a Sunday afternoon. We were finalizing the seating chart when Matthew casually dropped, "Oh, and I've been thinking your mom shouldn't come to the wedding." I looked up from a spreadsheet. What? He makes me uncomfortable. Plus, she'll probably wear something inappropriate like she did at my sister's wedding. For context, my mom wore a navy blue dress to Matthew's sister's wedding. Apparently, it was too attention-seeking because it had lace sleeves. My mom is 58, works as a school librarian, and the most controversial thing she's ever done is suggest people should return library books on time. Matthew, that's my mother. She's literally the only family I've left. Dad passed 5 years ago. Exactly why this day should be about us, not her. Besides, my parents agree. They think she tries too hard to fit in with our family. I sat there for a minute processing. Your parents think my mom tries too hard. Well, yeah, remember when she brought that homemade pie to Thanksgiving? Mom said it was passive-aggressive, like she was trying to show her up. It was a pie, a thank you for hosting pie. Matthew rolled his eyes. You wouldn't understand. It's a woman thing. Interesting choice, I said, closing my laptop. What's that supposed to mean? It means if my mother isn't welcome at our wedding, then neither am I. He laughed. Actually laughed. Don't be dramatic, babe. You'll get over it. The deposits are already paid. You're right. The deposits are paid by your parents for their son's wedding, which I won't be attending. His face went from amused to confused to angry in about 3 seconds. You're seriously choosing your mother over me? I'm seriously choosing not to marry someone who thinks excluding the only parent I have left is acceptable. Update 1. Matthew went nuclear. After I left that Sunday, he called me 37 times. I answered none of them. Texted once. My decision is final. Please respect it. Monday morning, his dad, Harold, called my office. I'm an accountant at a mid-size firm, and this man had the audacity to ask for my manager. This is regarding a personal matter with your employee, he told my boss. My manager, Sandra, bless her, told him personal matters stay personal and hung up. Then Matthew's mom, Gloria, started her campaign. She called my mom directly. Your daughter is destroying my son over something silly. She apparently said, you need to talk sense into her. My mom's response sounds like she's got plenty of sense already. Tuesday was when Matthew realized I was serious. He showed up at my apartment with his sister Brittany and their friend Anthony. I watched through the doorbell camera as they stood there for 20 minutes, taking turns knocking and leaving voicemails. Rachel, baby, please, we can compromise. Maybe she can come to the reception. Only Brittany, you're being a child. Do you know how much this wedding costs? Anthony chimed in. Think about the Instagram posts. We already did the bachelor party. I grabbed my gym bag and went out the back exit. Spent 3 hours at the gym just to avoid them. Wednesday morning, the emotional manipulation started. Matthew texted a photo of himself crying with a wedding suit in the background. Caption, is this really what you want? My response, the wedding planner's contact info, please. I'll handle the cancellations. His response, you're not canceling my wedding. And that's when I knew I'd made the right choice. It was never our wedding. Update 2. The entitlement escalation was spectacular. Matthew kept the wedding date, but told everyone I was taking a break to work through some issues. His mom started spreading rumors that I was having a mental breakdown because of my father's death anniversary, which wasn't even close to true. Dad died in January, not October. My mom called me Thursday night upset. Matthew's Aunt Dorothy just unfriended me on Facebook and posted something about toxic family dynamics. What is happening? I explained everything. My mom was quiet for a long time, then said, I would have happily skipped the wedding if it meant you'd be happy. That's exactly why you deserve to be there, Mom. Friday, I got an email from the wedding planner, Stephanie. Ms. Morrison, I'm trying to confirm details for the Morrison-Whitfield wedding. The bride insists everything is proceeding, but you haven't responded to any vendor communications. Please advise. I called her immediately. There's no Morrison-Whitfield wedding. I ended the engagement. If Matthew wants a party on that date, it's the Whitfield party. Oh, thank God, she said, then caught herself. I'm sorry to hear that. You sound relieved. Let's just say I've been doing this 15 years, and I've never had a bride insist on picking the groom's outfit, the groomsman, and writing the groom's vows for him. She wrote my vows. She emailed them to me last week for proofreading. They included a promise to defer to her judgment in all family matters. I saved that email for later. Saturday brought Harold to my door. Not Matthew, not his mom, his dad in his full CEO power suit at 8 a.m. on a weekend. Let's talk man to woman, he said. Sure. I didn't invite him in. You're embarrassing my son. Fix this. Your son embarrassed himself when he tried to exclude my mother. It's one day your mother can survive, and it's one marriage. Your son can survive without me. His face turned purple. Do you have any idea what we've spent? Roughly $75,000, based on the vendors Matthew showed me, though I never asked you to spend it. You agreed to this wedding. I agreed to marry Matthew. That agreement ended when he showed me who he really is. You're making a mistake. No one else will put up with you the way he has. Put up with me? I laughed. Your son has been planning his dream wedding since before he met me. I was just a placeholder. Any woman with a decent job and the ability to photograph well would have worked. He left, but not before saying, "You'll regret this when you're alone." Update 3. The extinction burst hit like a hurricane. Matthew finally accepted I wasn't coming back, so he decided to destroy my life. Started with social media. He posted a series of stories about narcissistic abuse and gaslighting and trauma bonding. His friends ate it up. Comments flooded in about how brave he was and how toxic I must be. Then he went after my reputation professionally. Someone, definitely Matthew or Brittany, left a review on our company's Google page saying I was emotionally unstable and had boundary issues with male clients. Complete lies. But I had to get our legal department involved to get it removed. Tuesday of week 2, my mom called me crying. Someone sent a letter to my school district saying I'm involved in financial fraud. That was the line. I drove straight to Matthew's apartment. He answered the door looking smug until he saw my face. The fake review was petty. Going after my mother's job is criminal. I don't know what you're talking about. Rachel, I have screenshots of you asking Anthony for his cousin's help, the one who works in private investigation. I have the Google review traced to Brittany's IP address. I have everything. His smugness cracked. You can't prove anything. I don't need to prove it in court. I just need to prove it to the vendors. See, your dad was right about one thing. You've spent $75,000 on this wedding. Deposits everywhere. But here's what you didn't know. I'm friends with Marcus, the country club's event coordinator. We play basketball together. And Stephanie, the wedding planner, she can't stand you. So when I show them proof that you're defaming me and harassing my mother while still using my name on the contracts, they'll cancel everything. No refunds for breach of contract morality clauses. Matthew went pale. You wouldn't. I wasn't going to, but then you went after my mom. Wait, we can work this out. No, we can't. You have 24 hours to send a written apology to my mother's school district clarifying that the letter was false, or I start making calls. He started crying. Real tears this time. The wedding is in 2 weeks. Then you better hurry. 22 hours later, my mom received an email from Matthew taking full responsibility for the misunderstanding and confirming my mother had never been involved in any financial impropriety. Update 4. I thought it was over. Matthew sent the apology. The harassment stopped, and I started moving on. Even went on a date with Anthony, a man from my CrossFit gym. Life was looking up. Then the wedding day arrived. I was at my mom's house helping her plant fall bulbs. Yes, I'm that exciting, when my phone exploded. 17 messages in 5 minutes. First was from Marcus at the country club. Rachel, is Matthew okay? The wedding is supposed to start in an hour and there's no groom. Then from mutual friends who'd still been invited. Where's the groom? Did Matthew get stood up? The ceremony was supposed to start 20 minutes ago. And finally, a call from Stephanie, the wedding planner. Please tell me you know what's happening, she said. What do you mean? Matthew is in the bridal suite, insisting, you're just running late. The guests are getting restless. His parents are frantic, but there's literally no groom, no groomsman, nothing. Wait, he actually went through with the wedding? He's in a tux, hair done, full makeup. He keeps telling everyone you're coming. I was speechless. Then Stephanie added, he's been telling people for 2 weeks that you reconciled, that you realized you were wrong. His exact words were, she knows what she needs to do. I haven't spoken to him since the apology thing. Yeah, I figured. So what do you want me to do? Tell him the truth? I guess so. An hour later, Matthew called from Brittany's phone. He was hysteric, screaming so loud I had to hold the phone away from my ear. You humiliated me. Everyone saw. Everyone knows. Matthew, I told you 3 weeks ago I wasn't coming. You made me look like a crazy person. I didn't make you do anything. You chose to show up to a wedding without a groom. I hate you. My parents spent everything. The whole family is here. Did you really think I'd just show up?" Silence, then quietly. "I thought you'd realize you were making a mistake, that you'd see this was bigger than your stupid mother." Goodbye, Matthew. Final update, the aftermath was something. Matthew's family lost roughly $75,000, non-refundable deposits, full venue payment, catering for 200, flowers, photography, videography, all for a wedding that lasted exactly 0 minutes. The country club still charged them for the reception, even though most guests left after the ceremony didn't happen. Harold tried to sue me for the costs. His lawyer literally laughed when he heard the story. Can't sue someone for not attending their own canceled wedding, especially when there was written proof I ended things weeks prior. Gloria had a full meltdown at her book club. My mom's friend Dedra was there and reported back. Apparently, Gloria screamed that I'd ruined their family and destroyed Matthew's future. She got kicked out of the club. Matthew himself had to move back in with his parents. The apartment he'd been living in was actually being subsidized by money his parents were giving him for wedding planning expenses. With no wedding and no me to move in with, he couldn't afford it. He also lost most of his friend group. Turns out showing up to your own wedding without confirming the bride would be there makes people question your sanity. Anthony posted on Twitter, "Still processing whatever that was. Message me if you were there and need to debrief." It got 847 likes. Brittany tried to salvage things by claiming I'd been emotionally abusive and led Matthew to believe I'd show up. But Marcus from the country club shut that down real quick by posting the email chain where I explicitly stated 3 weeks before the wedding that there would be no Morrison-Whitfield wedding. My mom, she's thriving. The school district actually gave her a commendation for handling the false accusation with grace and professionalism. She also started dating a nice man named Robert from her hiking group. He thinks the whole wedding story is hilarious and brings it up at every dinner party. Me? I'm good. Better than good, actually. Anthony and I have been dating for 3 weeks now. He's normal, refreshingly normal, loves his family, respects mine, and when I introduced him to my mom, his first words were, "I've heard so much about you. Thank you for raising such a good woman." My mom cried. Happy tears this time. Last week, I ran into Stephanie at a coffee shop. She bought my latte and said, "In 15 years of wedding planning, I've never seen karma work quite that perfectly. I didn't do anything, though, just didn't show up." The funniest part? Matthew recently got engaged again. Some woman he met on a dating app 2 weeks ago. His Instagram caption was, "When you know, you know." 2 hearts. Brittany texted me. She's doing it again. Already planning a big wedding. Girl learned nothing. I didn't respond. Not my circus anymore. My only regret? Not seeing Harold's face when he got the final country club bill. Marcus said it was absolutely biblical levels of rage, worth every ounce of drama to dodge that bullet. And my mom? She'll definitely be at my next wedding. If there is one with Anthony, or whoever, because that's what family does. They show up for each other. Matthew's family never learned that lesson. Their loss, I guess.